We all have a story and a storyline that we fashion, create through the experiences that we have in life. And every story is true, every story is valid for the individual. I was briefly conversing with someone that was quite strongly defending their story of Jesus Christ based on their experiences, and brought that forward as the only truth, right? Of course, that doesn't match my experience, and so it isn't my truth. And the part that I am not able to appreciate is when people insist on telling Jesus' story. It takes away the validity and the meaningfulness of our individual stories. It overlays our existence with a blanket that basically infers that none of our stories and experiences matter. It's all about the Jesus story. It's all about this magician in the sky. It's all about this one God that does these miracles. But what if I don't anchor my story on these miracles? Is it just miracles that validates the truth? How many people go through life, through the difficulty of life, and never experience a miracle? Are we prepared to invalidate all of them and gaslight all of them, people? And add insult to injury by telling them essentially in a not so direct way that they're wrong and that their life doesn't matter, their story doesn't matter because it's not glamorous enough, because they can't pull out the miracles that they have experienced in Jesus' name, pull those things out of the hat and like feathers in their hat. Are you at all concerned about the people that don't have your experiences? Or is it enough for you to just dismiss them as sinners or as them poor saps that don't have a relationship with Jesus? Is that enough? Is that satisfying to you? Are you so self-absorbed that now that you have your miracle, you have your wonderful relationship with Jesus, that the only care that you have for others is to throw this gospel at them, which isn't the gospel for them? You see what I'm trying to say? If this gospel has worked for you, fine. Milk it for all you've got. But the track record shows that it's not working for everyone. It's a nice story if you are lucky and it gave you some benefits. But those benefits are fleeting. You claim that you love people, but that's not love. Loving people is to allow them to find their own story and to support them in their own story as humans, right? We don't want to be told that our conduct is wrong or that we are wrong just for wanting to be ourselves. We don't want to be told by some good news that we are wrong for just wanting to mind our own business. That we're wrong for not wanting to prostrate and give up our life and our life force to some deity in the sky. We just want to be validated for who we are. Can you support us and not denigrate us with all kinds of labels, such as being of the devil or being demonic, because we don't measure up to your experience and to your expectation? Can you support us? Can you really love us for the fact that we don't want to have a master and a Lord ruling our life? Can you support that? Because that would be real love. That would make us feel seen by you. Seen with value. Seen as having worth. Or are we just obstinate, despicable, rebellious sinners in your... Why do we have to conform to the will of another? Why? Or do you just want the rest of the world to give up their will and to conform so that you feel more comfortable in having given up your will? Why can't we just be supported as ourselves, as the souls that we are? And why can't our story be told and validated and celebrated as the human beings and the divine souls that we all are, even though we are cloaked in these shadows? We're cloaked in these human skins. Can we be honored and celebrated as the divine souls that we all are? For we all have come from the same place, from the same source, which commonly is called God. Yeah? Can we function and conduct ourselves in the consciousness of that heritage and of that oneness? Or do we have to make an enemy of everyone because we don't recognize the divine essence in every human, no matter how dark they might be in their human? We just want to matter. We just want to matter.